here we are in this little apartment that feels really big to us. I have to remember to keep my voice a little bit lower because it is a big space and everything is echoing, so I'll try and keep it down. But we do have a clothing washer. It is not a standard size washer. It is a small size load for an apartment. It does have the capacity to dry things, but it's very inefficient at drying things. So John came up with the solution of the clothes dryer. It's just like a little mini clothes dryer. It's not even a big one, and we only have one. And this is how we use our shelves, our metal shelves, to also help things get dry, how we use fans, how we keep humidity from building up in the house, because here in Tulsa it rains a lot and there's a lot of humidity in the air anyway. So the driest place is in the house. We do have central air. There's a forced air system here, and we have to make sure not to block it, but we do use it to actually get our clothes dryer. One of the things we do is we set the laundry rack underneath a fan, so that even if the central air is not moving, the air underneath the fans on the ceiling are moving. And generally we can have all the laundry dried in about 8 hours here in the house, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of neutral ground on the temperature and humidity here in Tulsa. You either need to be running the heat or you need to be running the air conditioner. You don't really get any in between. So I'll go ahead and show you how we use this. First, I move my basket over so that I am at a good working level. And I have what we had in here before that is now dry. And I do use the kids on laundry. They bring things up, they bring things down, and I'm not doing it by myself, which is nice. Now, if I were to run out of space on my little drying rack, and I apologize for the noise in the background, we do have construction going on. They're replacing all the windows and doors this month. But say for instance, I had filled my whole rack and I still had clothes. I wouldn't want them to sit in mildew. So what I do instead is I put things on a hanger, and then they can either hang on the side of the rack. Try and back up so you can see. I'll hang them on the side of the rack, or I will hang them on the metal rack. And we do hang a lot of things on the metal rack. And this costs maybe $12, maybe $15 at Walmart. And so it is not expensive. And you don't need to have 4 of them in order for it to work. I move it here to the side. This again is the central air, the forced air. So I don't block it, but I put it off to the side so that as the air moves through, it's close to that moving air. If I run out of space, if I had all of this full, I then start to fill things up on the side. And it is surprising just how many clothes you can fit on this. I can fit a whole load on this rack. It is a small load because it's a small washer. So that's it for me today. Hopefully that was helpful for those of you who think you need to have one of those really long clotheslines that hooks up in your living room and it takes up all the space. You really don't. We could do more laundry in a day. We do 1 load of laundry a day. If I had a need to do more laundry, I could get 2 racks and put them up on either side of the vent, and they don't take up a lot of space. But I don't think you really need to have laundry like spread out all over your living room. We go through a lot of laundry because John wears a new work uniform every day, and we are out riding a lot, so we have dirty clothes. But even if you needed to set this up, 1 in each of the kids' bedrooms next to the air as it moves through, if you have forced air, I think it works pretty well. Be mindful of humidity. Our system takes humidity out of the air, which is kind of nice. But make sure to go check out our other videos. Hopefully they're helpful to you, and we will talk to you later.